everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my April update of my skincare project pan. This is a newer project to me and my project pan kind of series in that I've never really focused on skincare before. I've mostly always just focused on makeup, and that is what my rolling 5-pan project pan is all about. But I realized towards the end of last year and the beginning of this year that I have a lot of specialty, I'm calling it specialty type skincare, in my drawer and also in my backup cabinet that I don't tend to pull for, and it just kind of sit there, and it's sat there for years almost in some cases, not for all of them, but for some products. And I just realized that I needed some inspiration to work through those products, and so that is why I started this skincare project pan, and I've already hit 2 empties. I had an empty the past 2 months. I have not hit a new empty, although I probably should have, but I think I'll probably hit 2 empties next month, so excited about that. And another thing that I'm excited about is the fact that I'm filming this before my boys are awake and just using natural lighting. I have a Canon G7X, which does really well in low light, but also just excited that it is bright enough this early in the morning to be able to film in the mornings. I feel like for me it's the best being able to film videos after getting ready for work but before getting my boys up, instead of having to squeeze them in into other points of like my weekends. So really happy to be filming right now for you all today as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this update. An exciting update that I have to share is the fact that I hit 1 use on my tan. Last month I had no usage on this, and it was one of those things where I was talking about it and just saying like I just have no desire to take the time to use my tanner, but I really need to because I have a bunch of other tanners that I need to get through as well. And so I decided that I'm just gonna do it, and I have to say, like, once I did the actual tanner and rinsed it off and the whole thing, I felt like I had a really nice tan for like a week and a half, and I really liked how it looked. And so it has inspired me to like want to use this a little bit more. We are leaving this week to go on our trip, just the 4 of us. We're going to Florida just to stay in an Airbnb, get some sun, swim, go to the beach, you know, all the things. And I am going to use this right before we leave too. So that'll be at least 1 usage in April on this one. Hopefully I can potentially get another one. And I put in sourdough bread and the oven's going off. So I'm gonna go get that out and I'll be right back. Today is an in-office day and I've had a busy morning so far. I woke up, went to 5 a.m. Orange Theory, but before that I shaped my sourdough. And then when I got back, I heated up my oven, showered, then put the sourdough in, got ready. Now I'm filming, and then hopefully that'll be done by the time I'm done filming, and then I'll get my boys up and get ready and go to work. So it's like sometimes I feel like I've lived a whole life before I even get into the office. But anyways, super excited that I got the 1 usage on it and that I enjoyed how it looked. I think that's giving me a little bit more inspiration to hopefully obviously get another use on it before we go on our trip, but then maybe another one before the end of the month. I feel like just 1 usage of this product though, I use a lot of it. That's just the nature of the product itself, is like 1 full body tan, you use a decent amount of it. So I am excited to see what the weight is gonna be on this. Next is my Firm X Peeling Gel Exfoliant. So this product, you just kind of put it on. I like kind of just do like spots of it, not spots, but like almost like globs of it on my forehead and my cheeks and my chin, and then I just rub it into my face and it peels up. It's supposedly peeling up like your dead skin. Also the product itself is kind of like peeling up, balling up on your hands, and then you rinse it off. And I will say, like, every time I use it, I feel like my face feels super soft. Obviously it's doing its job, which is exfoliating. I just feel like there's a ton of product in here. So I used this one 3 times this month, and I still feel like it feels like I haven't used this at all. So that's one of the things, like, I'm really glad that I rolled that into this project because I am focusing on using it, and I still feel like it's gonna take me a really long time. And had I never rolled it into this project, I probably would get through it, and who knows, like, I might have to just at some point throw it away without actually finishing it, which to me would be like very disappointing because I just feel like that ends up being such a waste of money and product itself, and just feels like wasteful in general, which I don't like to waste things. So that would not be great. Like, I am a leftover saver and a leftover eater. Like, wastefulness is not for me. And so this is something that I do want to try and finish. And so, like I said, really glad for this project because it is enabling me to be able to finish things that I have ignored. Next is my Strivectin Anti-Wrinkle Intensive Eye Concentrate for Wrinkles. And I used this one 15 times. There is not much left in here. And so I am really proud of that 15 usage number. I feel like I really focused on this. I could have gotten more usage, let's be real, and probably gotten the empty on it because there really isn't much left. But I will take 15 uses. I think that's still pretty decent on a product like this, especially if you kind of look at my usage across the rest of these. The usage numbers on these products are not high. I think it's still hard for me to actually take the time to use them. But that being said, 15 is quite high actually, and I'm really proud of that number. And I think like maybe another 10 uses, this will be done, potentially less. So really excited about that. I need to just use this morning and night, and I was doing that for a while, and that's when I got those 15 uses, and then I kind of just stopped using it. I wasn't using it either morning or night, and then that's why that usage number didn't continue to go up. So I just need to get back into using it morning and night, and then I think it'll be finished up pretty quickly. But it doesn't feel like there's much left in here, and it just, in general, this product obviously is quite small. And while I don't use a ton of it, I don't think that it will take me too much longer to finish it. So excited about that usage number and how that product is feeling. Next is my Andalou Naturals Pumpkin Glycolic Mask. So I used this one twice. One of the things that I have to be a little bit careful about with this project is I have 2 exfoliating products, and so I need to make sure that I'm spacing out when I'm using them. So really, like, I can't use either of these a ton, but I am happy with 2 uses on this. I feel like the product is very clearly going down in here, even with just the 2 uses. And I really like this mask. I think I mentioned when I rolled it in, or one of the first times that I used it, that it does have this kind of like burning feeling at the beginning, but then that kind of goes away. And when you rinse it off, similar to like how your skin feels after this, because obviously it's doing some sort of exfoliating, it just feels so soft, and I love that feeling. So both of these products, like, I really enjoy moisturizing after I use them because I just feel like my skin feels really, really nice and soft, and I love that. And I think I've mentioned this before with this product. I like love the way it smells. It just smells like a very natural, like pumpkin type smell. And I'm happy that I'm getting usage on it. It's been in my collection for a while, and I just never picked it up and opened it. And so glad that I'm taking the time. I'm seeing the product actually go down, and I'm getting the usage on it, and I feel like my skin's looking nice. And then the last product that literally feels empty, I could probably call this an empty, but I can't because I think there's like a tiny little bit left, is my salicylic acid body spray from Naturium. I used this 3 times, and I just actually put this on a cotton pad and kind of ran it over some spots where I was feeling like I was getting ingrown hairs, because I originally purchased this to help with like any sort of like back knee, but I'm not really experiencing that like I was, because I think I mentioned in my last video, I was like working out and then sitting around in my workout clothes for like a half hour and then jumping in the shower. Whereas now if I work out, as soon as I get home from that workout, I am immediately in the shower, and I feel like I have had no problems since then with any sort of like body acne. But I still wanted to use this product, and I was like, oh, salicylic acid is like an exfoliator, I think. And so I think it would be good to use on a couple spots that I feel like sometimes I get ingrown hairs. And so what I was doing was just spraying this on a cotton round and then using that cotton round on those areas. And I don't know if it was like working or not. I only used it 3 times, but I probably could just use this like a time or 2 more and I would have an empty, but I didn't. And so we're not getting to replace it. It's getting rolled in to next month. It shouldn't be. Honestly, that is like my bad. I should have just used this over the last like few days and gotten the empty on it. I just forgot about it. And here we are filming this video, and I'm unable to say that I finished this product, but that one will be a quick turn finish, and I expect to be able to finish this one next month too, if I use it as many times as I should be using it. And so hopefully we will have 2 empties next month, and I'll get to roll in some new products to replace them. I'll need to actually go through my drawer and my backup cabinet, because I feel like I'm getting into a pretty decent spot with the products in my drawer and actually getting through them in this project. I feel like a lot of those ones that were kind of just sitting there have have either rolled into this project or I've finished. And now I need to take a look at like my backup cabinet and just see what's going on in there and see what products I could potentially use. I feel like I have a lot of face masks, and I have one obviously in this project, but I feel like I have a lot of like sheet masks. I have other face masks and pots like this, and I would like to get through those. I just think I need to make sure that I'm not loading up on like exfoliating products, but I do have a lot of sheet masks that are moisturizing, so that might actually be a good way to roll them in so that I could use them in conjunction with what I have here. But that is a problem for next month because I still need to use what I have here, but I am excited to be able to roll something new into this project. And I have been enjoying this project because I feel like I've been seeing progress and I've been using things that I have been ignoring. And so this project has definitely been kind of like that inspiration or that like push, motivation, whatever we want to call it, to get me to use some of these things. So I'm happy to be jumping on here and filming this for you all and being able to give you this update. If you have products like laying around that you feel like you should be using and you're not, just start a project pan. You don't, I mean, even with yourself, you don't have to film updates if you don't want to, but I feel like sometimes just having that like extra push of like there is this other thing that is making you feel accountable for something actually helps a lot. I spent my money on these products, like I should be using them, and so I'm excited to be able to say that I am, and hopefully I will be back next month with 2 new empties. So I just wanted to give you all this update. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope you all are staying safe and staying healthy, and I will talk to you in my next video.